Today, I, Ambassador Dr. B.Hintzen, lend my voice in support to the United Nations and their 16 days activism against gender-based violence in partnership with Ruth Sisters Fellowship. Gender-based violence covers a wide spectrum of ills against both genders, and while these violences are predominantly perpetrated against the female gender, acts of such violences are also committed against men. Statistics reveal that gender-based violence is higher against women, and some of these ills may include, but not limited to, physical violence, verbal violence, including hate speech, psychological violence, sexual violence, socioeconomic violence. A more intrinsic view at each of the above-mentioned violences would show that statistics leans towards women. Gender-based violence against women is one of a growing phenomena worldwide, and it's creating rippling effects throughout generations. Government interventions are needed more to not only prevent occurrences, but to assist with the psychological effects caused by gender-based violences. The World Health Organization on July 29, 2024, released an article which stated that the adolescent girls face alarming rates of intimate partner violence. Hence, the time to act is now. It's our daughters, it's our sisters, it's our cousins, our mothers, our girlfriends. We must act. There's no excuse for gender-based violence in any kind. However, there's a greater demand for this ill against women and girls to end. Women and girls suffer both physical and emotional violence in silence. A lot of times, they're too embarrassed to speak or fear of being questioned whether their storytelling is actually fact. It is not okay, and we must be able to identify those signs in our communities, in our families, and in our house of worship. The time to act is now. Yes, we pray, but it's time for action. The Bible serves as a reminder that faith without works is dead. And so we must act. We need to educate ourselves. We need to educate our communities so that we can identify this ill, even with someone directly saying to us that they are physically or emotionally abused. The signs are everywhere. During times of great uncertainty, these crimes increase since women become more vulnerable to sex crimes and violence from trafficking, abduction, to genital mutilation, and child marriages. And so rather than our girl child being in school, getting a meaningful education, young girls are being forced into marriages to older men, and this in itself leads to increased poverty. Child marriages happen to 1 in 5 girls globally. The time to act is now. In conclusion, prevention and support is needed in every culture and community, irrespective of our race, or religious or political persuasions. We need stronger penalties that will act as a deterrent to these crimes. The systems that exist need to be strengthened. We need to educate our men and our boys that women, being the weaker vessel, are meant to be protected and cared for by our menfolk. That our women are needed to help procreate our world, and harming them means that we are creating a world of pain and suffering. Together, Let's end gender-based violence against our women and girls. Thank you.